So how do you find houses to flip? That is the $1 million question. I've been asked that 1 million times, and I want $1 for every time I've been asked it. The Multiple Listing Service is a database put together by real estate brokers listing all properties for sale within a geographic area, along with their characteristics and vital statistics. So the best way to get access to this information is to align yourself with a real estate agent, become a team member of a real estate agent, become a business partner, or just do a friendly favor. If you're choosing a realtor to help you with your projects, make sure that they have access to the MLS. Using the MLS to find houses to flip provides certain advantages in making the right property purchases. For one thing, most of the properties for sale in an area are listed in one place. Also, the listings will tend to have more information than what was found from other sources like Zillow or Trulia. A recent study found that houses sell faster through the MLS than those sold by owners directly. It's all about exposure and getting the listing in front of more eyes. Presumably, houses listed on the MLS had much greater exposure than those not listed. Sites such as Zillow.com, ZipRealty.com, and Realtor.com provide abundant information on homes for sale in an area. Also, Hubzu.com lists REOs, which are bank-owned properties, and has a bidding process to purchase them. However, this information may not be as comprehensive as that of the MLS. If you search for listings by brokerage, you'll be able to see all of the listings that the brokerage is handling in that area. So generally, the presentation of these listings is very comprehensive. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development also lists all properties it has for sale on HUD.gov. While the MLS can be really helpful in your search for a property purchase, it's still just a tool. Taking a little bit of time and using ingenuity can give you a lot of the essential real estate investment information without paying a fee.
That's very good.
Try real estate investment forums, LinkedIn groups, and local meetups. Real estate investment groups have become relatively common in the last several years. Recently, I've gotten a couple of properties through my real estate agent who just keeps a drip on the MLS, and she's been really good at finding properties. Now she knows my formula. Now we've gotten a little bit closer, so just gain a relationship with a real estate agent. Facebook and LinkedIn are good places to go as well. Facebook groups, you can find things on those. I've found a couple of things through Facebook Marketplace. You also can look for auctions. Estate and foreclosure auctions are good. I'm actually standing in a house right now that we got through a probate sale. You've got estate sales, you have auctions. If you have the ability to pay cash for your property purchases, you could do very well buying property at a sheriff's sale, estate sales, or private auction. So those are the places that cash comes in really good handy. Most foreclosure auction lists are published by the county several weeks before the sales, and private auctions are also generally advertised several weeks in advance. By reviewing these lists, you have the opportunity to scope out a property prior to the sale date. So one thing that can happen though, because they list them so early, is some people can swoop in and there's tricks to getting these properties before they go to auction. You just have to be in touch with the right people that know how to do the right research. So buying at an active auction has its own risk of getting carried away with the bidding, which is can be bad, right? You don't want to spend too much for that house. When a bidding war occurs, many bidders forget that they're at a pre-auction property analysis, that they even did a analysis on the property, and they just start overbidding. So if bidding gets against others for a property, when you're doing that, set your limit and stick with it. While there's a great deal of potential for profit buying on an auction property carries another risk. Most auctioneers, including sheriffs, will require you to put 10% of the purchase price down at the time of winning the bid. You'll also be required to settle within 30 days of the auction happening. So if you don't settle, you lose your deposit. So 10% on $100,000 is a ton of money. You need to make sure that you've done your homework before you go do the bidding. Financing auction purchases can be very difficult. Most lenders will require an appraisal or at least a walkthrough of the property before closing, which is frequently impossible with the auctions. They don't let you do that. You just buy as is, sight unseen. You need to be in the position to pay cash and, if desired, finance the property at a later date. So one of the things that I've done at auctions is I act like I'm on the phone. Everybody else does too. They're all on the phone pretending that they're talking to their boss. They've got glasses on so they can't see anybody. That's a good thing to do. All right, classifieds are still a viable resource for a property purchase. Even though we don't really have newspapers as much anymore, we can see classifieds online. We can see classifieds through Craigslist. So MLS is the biggest place to look. For sale by owners on Zillow, Craigslist, auctions, sheriff sales, estate sales. There's a bunch of different ways to find properties. Another way is make friends with wholesalers. Get on their lists. Wholesalers are out there sending postcards constantly. They are constantly marketing to find new properties to get under contract and sell. So just get on all the wholesalers' lists in your area. They will help you out tremendously. So hopefully that was some good information for you. Please like this flipping video and go ahead and subscribe to our channel if you have not yet, and we'll see you on the flip side. Thanks. The U.S. Department of Housing. Okay, wait. I have no idea. This might have been the one I was writing at 5:30 in the morning.